The mirror. The rain lashed against the windows as Erica scoured the attic of her new home. Dust-covered boxes and old furniture filled the cramped space, each item telling a story of the past. As she shifted a heavy trunk, her gaze fell upon an antique mirror leaning against the wall. The ornate frame, tarnished with age, held a clouded glass that seemed to pulse with a life of its own. Drawn to it, Erica wiped the surface with her sleeve. For a moment, her reflection stared back, but then the glass shimmered and a different image appeared, a dark, shadowy figure standing behind her. She spun around, but the attic was empty. Her heart pounded in her chest as she turned back to the mirror. The vision was gone, leaving only her wide-eyed reflection. Shaken, Erica carried the mirror downstairs and hung it in the hallway. She didn't know why, but it felt like it belonged there. That night, as she drifted off to sleep, the mirror's surface began to ripple, showing scenes of horror that would haunt her dreams. The following morning, Erica could hardly shake the feeling of dread. The visions from the night before lingered in her mind. She tried to dismiss them as just nightmares, but deep down, she knew there was something more to the mirror. As the days passed, the visions grew more frequent. Each time Erica walked past the mirror, she saw glimpses of events that had yet to happen or that had occurred long ago. A woman in Victorian attire weeping, a bloody knife clutched in her hand. A fire raging, consuming a house as screams echoed in the background. Erica's fiancé, Bruce, noticed her growing distress. "Are you okay?" he asked, concern etched on his face. "It's the mirror," Erica whispered, her voice trembling. "It shows me things, horrible things." Bruce frowned and glanced at the mirror. "It's just an old piece of glass, Em. Maybe you're just stressed from the move." But Erica knew it was more than that. She could feel the mirror's malevolent presence, like a dark shadow looming over her. Determined to uncover the truth, Erica began researching the mirror's history. She visited local antique shops and pored over old records at the library. It was there that she found a newspaper clipping from 1892, detailing a series of gruesome murders that had taken place in their town. The article mentioned a mirror found at each crime scene, its surface splattered with blood. Her heart raced as she realized the mirror in her home was the same one. It had witnessed unspeakable horrors, and now it was showing her these visions as a warning, or a curse. That night, Erica couldn't sleep. She sat in front of the mirror, staring into its depths, willing it to reveal more. As the clock struck midnight, the glass shimmered, and a new vision emerged. She saw herself, older, disheveled, and covered in blood. She was holding a knife, and Bruce lay at her feet, lifeless. Erica screamed and backed away, but the vision persisted. The future it showed was too terrifying to comprehend. The visions continued, each one more horrifying than the last. Erica became obsessed, unable to tear herself away from the mirror. She stopped eating, stopped sleeping, and Bruce grew increasingly worried. "Erica, this has to stop," he pleaded. "You're scaring me." But Erica couldn't stop. The mirror had a hold on her, pulling her deeper into its nightmarish world. She saw her neighbors, her friends, all meeting gruesome fates. And always, she was there, at the center of it all. Her sanity began to unravel. She heard whispers in the night, voices calling her name, urging her to do unspeakable things. She tried to resist, but the mirror's influence was too strong. Bruce decided to take matters into his own hands. While Erica was out, he removed the mirror from the wall and took it to an antique dealer in town. The dealer, an elderly man named Mr. Harrington, examined the mirror closely. "This mirror is cursed," he said gravely. "It's been the source of many tragedies. You must get rid of it." Bruce nodded, determined to save Erica from its grip. He took the mirror to a secluded spot in the woods and buried it deep in the ground, hoping it would never surface again. When Erica returned home, she felt an odd sense of relief. The house seemed brighter, less oppressive. She still had nightmares, but the visions from the mirror were gone. Weeks passed, and Erica slowly regained her strength. She started eating again, sleeping soundly, and even smiling. Bruce was relieved, believing they had finally escaped the mirror's curse. But deep in the woods, the mirror lay undisturbed, its malevolent energy seeping into the earth. It wasn't long before strange things began happening around town. People reported seeing shadows in their homes, hearing whispers in the dark. Erica tried to ignore the growing sense of unease. She focused on her work, her relationship with Bruce, and rebuilding her life. But she couldn't shake the feeling that something was coming, something terrible. One stormy night, there was a knock on the door. Erica opened it to find Mr. Harrington, drenched and out of breath. "You have to come with me," he insisted. "It's the mirror. It's not gone." Erica's heart sank. She followed Mr. Harrington to the woods, where he led her to the spot where Bruce had buried the mirror. The ground was disturbed, as if something had clawed its way out. "It's back," Mr. Harrington said, his voice trembling. "And it's angry." As if on cue, the mirror appeared before them, its surface swirling with dark energy. Erica felt its pull stronger than ever. She knew she had to confront it, to end this once and for all. Erica stared into the mirror, her reflection distorted and twisted. The visions returned, more vivid and terrifying than ever. She saw herself, standing in a circle of fire, surrounded by the spirits of those who had fallen victim to the mirror's curse. "Why are you doing this?" she cried, tears streaming down her face. "What do you want from me?" The mirror's surface rippled, and a voice emerged, echoing from the depths of time. "You are the chosen one. Only you can break the curse." Erica's resolve hardened. She knew what she had to do. She had to destroy the mirror, to end its reign of terror. With Mr. Harrington's help, Erica carried the mirror to the old cemetery on the outskirts of town. There, they found a mausoleum that had been abandoned for centuries. Inside, they placed the mirror on an ancient altar. Erica took a deep breath and raised the sledgehammer she had brought. "This ends now," she whispered, bringing the hammer down with all her strength. The mirror shattered, its pieces flying in all directions. A deafening scream filled the air as the spirits trapped within were released. Erica felt a surge of energy, and then everything went black. When Erica awoke, she was lying on the grass outside the mausoleum. Mr. Harrington was beside her, his face etched with concern. "Is it over?" she asked weakly. He nodded. "The mirror is gone. The curse is broken." Erica felt a wave of relief wash over her. The nightmare was finally over. She and Bruce could start anew, free from the mirror's grip. As they walked back to town, Erica glanced back at the cemetery. For a moment, she thought she saw a shadowy figure watching them, but when she blinked, it was gone. She took Bruce's hand and smiled. They had survived the darkness, and now they had a future to look forward to. But deep down, Erica knew she would never forget the horrors she had witnessed in the mirror's depths.
Dear viewers, if you like to watch the scariest horror stories, do subscribe, like and share our channel. Thank you.